Alright, let's go ahead and get started then. So I'm Perfect Chaos. I am... yeah, I know, I'm going to need a separate room for all this stuff one day. Thank you for coming to the stream today. I just started streaming just last week, actually. I'm just kind of easing into it. I figure I'll see what people like, and then I'll just try to deliver on that. Obviously, I have a lot of Sonic merch here, so I thought, why not just have a stream about Sonic merch for a little bit and see if people react to it. Obviously, if people miss the stream, I'll be uploading the VODs to YouTube, and so they can watch them anytime if they'd like as well. So I'll just start off with something here. So I actually went to my local comic shop today. I know they released Sonic number 25 today from IDW. It released on Wednesday, but I also work quite a bit, so I haven't had the chance to get it or read it until just about 10 minutes ago, actually. And it's nice. There are 4 covers to this. My local comic shop only has 1 cover. Usually I end up ordering the other 3 covers or 2 covers or however many there are online. It tends to be more cost effective to just let some issues accumulate and then to just kind of order them all at once. It saves on shipping, and also it's just a lot of fun to get a lot of comics all at once. Let's see what else we got here. Not too long ago, actually, I ended up getting this tie. I ended up winning this tie off of eBay here. It's got a classic Sonic, classic Knuckles look. It's actually one of the originally Sega licensed ties here. Let me get that on the camera. There we go. Yeah, the comic was delayed for quite a few weeks, actually. I'm glad it's finally out. My Sonic shirt. Yeah. It's an old one. Here, let's see. I think my parents got this for me a long time ago. Let's see. But yeah, this tie, there are a lot of ties on eBay, but they're usually exorbitantly expensive. So this one I think I got for under $30, which is actually quite a steal compared to some of the other ties that you see on there. So usually I just have these ties hanging up in the collection back there somewhere. Let's see. Sometimes I'll go to, if I'm out and about and I'm exploring or wherever I am, I'll try to find any Burlington outlets or stores, as they generally have Sonic watches or anything like that. Adventure Era, yeah, it is definitely Adventure Era. You can see from the eye color there, that's when they started introducing the green eyes for Sonic. So on my recent trip to Burlington, I actually found these stocking type socks. They're really thick, and they have the classic Sonic image on them. And it's funny because I found these just sitting on a rack. They didn't even have a price tag on them. I had to get someone to actually get me a price on these so that I could buy them, and I'm really glad I found them. They're really thick though. I live in Florida, so it's really not practical to actually wear these, otherwise I'd melt. But they are nice to have, and I've never seen them anywhere else, so I'm not sure where they're actually supposed to be sold, or if they were meant to be like this. I know Burlington gets a lot of merchandise from other stores that have either too much inventory or what have you, so that's cool. I don't have a lot of Sonic movie merchandise yet. I'm working on that. I actually called my local theater today to see if they had any Sonic movie concession items like the popcorn buckets or the straw toppers or anything like that. My local one does not, so I'll have to go out and find another AMC, or the closest Cinemark theater to me is in Orlando, which is about an hour and a half away, so I may have to have some other people do some scouting for me. But in the meantime, I do have the Sonic Mad Libs book. I went to my local Barnes & Noble and found it. It took me a while to find it, actually. It's under construction, so I had to go deep into the kids section before I found any Mad Libs items. I haven't actually read it. Most items in the collection, I don't actually use any of it, so I I'm assuming that they just have some lines from the movie in here, but yeah. So toss that aside here. Let's see. I got these from Walmart. It's a kids two-piece pajama set. I actually found these on accident as well. I saw them on Twitter. They were advertised as being sold at Walmart, and I couldn't find any in my local Walmart. I have 2 local Walmarts here, so I'm always going around looking for the new items that I see spoiled on Twitter. But I actually found these on accident during Black Friday. There were, it's Walmart, so there's a lot of people running around doing crazy things, and I actually found these in. I think I found these in the electronics department. Yeah, I found these in the electronics department. You know, on Black Friday in Walmart, people are going nuts. People are, shoving each other aside. They try to keep people orderly, but it's never really orderly there. So I did end up finding this, and I grabbed it. I think I had to push past some people to actually grab this before someone else did. So that's good. Okay, yes. So I have this Sonic Mania shirt here. Let me get that in focus here. There we go. It's actually from Box Lunch. Box Lunch is a store that specializes. There you go, Box Lunch. It's a store that specializes in pop culture merchandise. You can find them in some malls. This shirt was actually a gift to me. It was a Christmas gift by one of my friends. I went to go visit them in Rochester, and they actually gave me this shirt, and I didn't even know the shirt existed. So it was really nice of them. You've worked Black Friday and oh man, I can't even imagine that. That'd be crazy. Plus, there's a lot of prep that goes into getting a Walmart prepared for Black Friday. So props to you. Expensive store. Box Lunch is an expensive store, yes. I believe I looked up that shirt. It was around $30, I think, just for that shirt. So it was really nice of them to get that for me. Actually, there are a couple other Box Lunch shirts I have here. Let me pull them up. I think. Oh yeah. There's actually 3. Okay, so we put these over here. Okay. So this is the one I've most recently acquired. I really like this a lot. It's Sonic's Chili Dogs, Green Hill Zone 1. It says fast. What was it saying? It says fast free delivery, rings accepted. So there you go. It's really nice printing on here. Also from Box Lunch, I have the tag on here still, $28.90. Now, yes, they do donate to those in need. So that is nice. At least the money's going somewhere, right? So I'll open this up again. So one thing to note, I'll show you guys real quick. There's a lot of stuff in the collection. Okay. Very rarely will I actually pay full price for stuff, because if I did, I'd go broke. But, with exception of places like Toys R Us where nothing really goes on sale, I try my hardest to find Sonic items that are on sale, so that, obviously I'm a collector, and, it's hard to not collect items when you see them, but also you have to be mindful that, can you afford this right now? Should you get it right now, or can you get it later? Is it a... Oh, really? Yeah, this is a good one. I was debating wearing this one, too. But I figured it'd be easier to just show it off if I could hold it up like this, because I really like the design. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this one. And there are 2 other Box Lunch shirts I have here. Let me pull those up. They're still in the plastic. So it's the Miles Prower shirt here, the Flight School. It's a really nice shirt. Obviously I haven't worn it yet. It's still in the plastic. So there's this one, and then there's also the Sonic shirt. It has a Sonic logo here, and it's the Angel Island Marathon 1991 shirt. Gotta go fast. Just another novelty Sonic shirt here. So yeah, Box Lunch has had several Sonic items actually. So the shirts, there's actually, I'll be right back. There's a pair of socks they have. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I think it's this one. It's either, yeah, it's this one. Okay. So, Box Lunch also had a 5-pack of socks here. It has a slightly lighter color palette than some of the other socks, and they are nice. It's got Sonic here. It's got Knuckles, you know, his normal expressions. There we go. Knuckles here. There's looks like there's a Born to Run kind of thing going on in here. What do we got? We got Tails. And we have Amy on the back here. So yeah, these are really nice as well. It's surprising to me how many Sonic socks there are, but at the same time it's not surprising because it's Sonic, and you know, Sonic should have, you know, running or footwear or accessories, you know. Also during this past Black Friday, I kind of raided the Sega shop online, and they had a sale on, well, practically everything, so I figured this would be the right time to get the more expensive items, mostly their clothing. Their clothing's fairly expensive, so getting that on sale is almost required. So here's the We Love Froggy shirt, obviously one of the best shirts ever made. You know, it's a big meme, but you know, everyone's got to have it. It's technically a Team Sonic Racing shirt, which is kind of interesting to me, but there's definitely be more Froggy merchandise. In fact, I'm gonna go get Mr. Froggy right now. Let me go grab him. Here we go. We have Mr. Froggy right here. We're gonna set him. I don't know. We'll set him over here. He can watch the stream. I have my stream playing on my tablet over here. He can watch it. All right. We have the Team Dark shirt from Team Sonic Racing as well. What do we got? We have actual Team Sonic from Team Sonic Racing. A lot of these shirts were at least 50% off when I got them. So, oh yeah, the actual meme Sonic shirt here. I like how the hat has its own like branding up here. This is funny. I know they have Sonic on a mug too, but I'm not sure where to get that. That might be on the Sega store, or it might be one of those European exclusive ones. And then we have the Sonic Forces shirt as well. So, oh yeah, and then last one, we have the Tails Polo shirt. I tried to get the Sonic one while I was checking out. Actually, the Sonic one sold out, so I was only able to get the Tails one, but that's okay. There will always be an opportunity to get certain items here and there. What do we got next here? So this is also from Walmart. It's actually, well, according to the packaging, it's warm underwear, but it's more like thermal wear. I have a lot of I do. My collection's pretty extensive. I've been collecting for on and off for about 20 years or so. So let's see. So yeah, we have these. The material feels nice. It's some kind of new, what is it, Climate Right? I don't know. It's supposed to be moisture wicking or spandex or whatever, but you know, it's Sonic, so we have to have it. Let's see. These are some items that we've gotten here. Let me pull these out here. So from Kohl's, there's actually a pajama set here. There's actually 2 sets of pajamas here. So we have the color one here, always running. And then in the back, we just have a pattern of, looks like modern Sonic running around with a bunch of red star rings. The pants are the same for the second set here, and on the front here it's just solid blue. So let me pull this over. It's just, yeah, solid blue, and then it's the same pattern all the way down for the second set here. Kohl's is fairly expensive, so you may want to wait until they go on sale as well. trying to remember where I got this shirt from. It's the Eggman Empire shirt. I feel like I probably... I actually don't remember where I got it. It might have been the Sega store, but maybe not. I'm not sure. But it is a nice logo here. I do like the Eggman Empire logo. Just a, plain black shirt. Let's see here. Oh, this is my most recently acquired shirt. This is a design shirt from the Yeti. The Yeti is it's a company where artists can submit their designs, make them on shirts, and then sell them via the Yeti website. And the Yeti is also a sponsor of Awesome Games Done Quick and Summer Games Done Quick. It's a charity marathon where they speedrun video games for charity. And so they do sell their shirts, and a portion of their sales goes to whichever charity the Games Done Quick marathon is sponsoring for that marathon. So they did have a Sonic themed shirt for Awesome Games Done Quick, which is done in January. Features here Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and then various landscapes and various things happening. You can see Sonic snowboarding here. There's Supersonic over here. You see Tails in the tornado over here. And then, various other landscapes. You can see, if you zoom in real close, you might be able to see, let's see, Mad Knuckles right there, and Tails and Sonic trying to enjoy the water. This shirt's pretty nice. Let's see, I think finishing up the clothing, I actually just received this. So this is, let me stand up for this one. So this is a scrub top. So you'll see nurses or dental assistants or physician's assistants wearing scrubs. This is from Cherokee. Cherokee is a, they make scrubs that have different licensed characters on them. And so this is from quite some time ago, actually. I've actually seen it for sale a few times, but I've always missed it. And so when I saw this again, I said I couldn't miss it again. So I really like this one. It has different images here of Sonic and Tails. We have Sonic with an X-ray. We have a toothbrush. We've got Sonic checking Tails' blood pressure and pulse. Let's see. We've got these guys riding in a motorcycle here. On the sleeve, we've got, let me get this over here. We've got Sonic trying to test your vision. I think there's some other stuff, yeah. So we have a thermometer and a tongue depressor here. And I don't know, it's just really funny. It's kind of, really classic looking. There's some Band-Aids down here as well. So I'm really glad to have this in the collection as well. What else we got? So, okay, so recently we've seen these on Twitter and shared and such. It's one of the pixel frames showing Sonic, and he's running in probably, Green Hill Zone? Because what else would it be, right? This is the 9x9 frame. There is a smaller one. I think it's 6x6. But I went with the larger one here. It's really nice. It's a shadow box art. Keeping it in the packaging to protect it. I guess you could hang it if you wanted to, but it's fairly heavy, so I'd be cautious about that. Let's see. So I do have a Sonic movie Mylar. It's my only Jim Carrey merchandise, I guess, technically. But it's nice. It's I think it's 5 inches by just probably 25 inches, I guess. So it's fairly long. I'm not sure how I'm going to display it yet. I can't really frame it because it's kind of an odd, the dimensions are a little weird. So, but I'll find a place for it. I'll probably end up, I don't know, slotting it up there somewhere. This is something I got off of Mercari. It's the Sonic Infinity Scarf. So it's an infinity scarf, so basically the woven material is woven into a figure 8 so that it can't be undone. So that's why they call it an infinity scarf. You can see here it's got various classic images here of Sonic, Amy, Tails, Robotnik, and I think maybe Knuckles is in here. I don't see him in here, so I think it's just Tails, Amy, Sonic, and Robotnik. But yeah, there we go. What else? What else? Oh. Recently, Arby's had a kids meal promotion where they had Sonic toys. So I made an arrangement with my Arby's beforehand to go there and actually get all of the items. And their response to me was, "We don't sell many kids meals, just come in and we'll give it to you." So I said, okay. So we came to the store and they gave us all of the different items here. So we've got Sonic, Knuckles, we've got Super Sonic here. We have the rare Sonic one. We have the Shadow. We have the Tails, and we have the Amy, and finally we have the Eggman one right here. It's kind of purple. Let me see. There we go. So yeah, there are, I believe, 8. Yes, so there are 8 of them. I went ahead and grabbed 2 sets of them. They actually came with a bag. Let me go get the bag. Okay. I'm not sure where the bag is, but there is a bag that comes with them. One of the issues with having such a large collection is sometimes you have no idea where something is. Do they still have them? So each Arby's is a little different. Sometimes they're owned by franchises, so you'll have to call them and ask them if they have them in stock. Mine didn't have them in stock, and so they actually ordered them after I called them. So you'll want to make sure to call your local Arby's and make sure that they have them before you venture out. And promotion signage. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice. I used to get promotional signage from GameStop, and I think maybe I did it too much, and at some point their corporate policy changed to where now they don't give out those promotional signage that they have in store. You have to have some kind of connection with one of the employees in order to do that now. But I have gotten them before. Let me see if I can show you. So I've gotten that Sonic Generations poster and that Sonic Generations poster from GameStop, and I'm really happy about those because it's really hard to find them together. You know, getting the classic Sonic and the modern Sonic together. Can I sell a set of Arby's toys? I'm not actually sure what they would sell for or if anyone would actually want them, but I guess it's possible. So then, we're all aware about the Tech Deck resurgence. So Tech Deck has partnered up with Finesse to release Tech Deck versions of their Finesse skateboards, or their, well, I guess they'd be finger skateboards. So they did release a Sonic version here, as well as a Neo Metal Sonic version. And more recently they came out with, well, actually, I think, yeah, Sonic was released with Shadow, actually. And then Neo Metal Sonic came out with Knuckles. And on the back here, it says that Knuckles is ultra rare, whereas Neo Metal Sonic is common. I'm not sure how accurate these things are, but like on the back here, on the Sonic one, it says that Sonic is ultra rare, while Shadow is rare. So, I mean, that may be the case. But I know what truly is rare is this. The Skate Shop bonus pack, which has Silver, Super Sonic, and Tails. And finding this took me quite some time. As I said on Twitter, I scoured the East Coast until I found them. And actually, the way I found them was quite interesting. I was just walking around in Walmart, and the guy happened to be stocking them at that precise moment. So after he left, I literally just went up and grabbed it and walked out. And I feel like that's kind of the way some of these things have to happen, because some of them are so rare that you're only going to find them once they're freshly stocked. All right. So I did make a trip to Orlando recently. There was a store there that specialized in, I guess, well, they specialized in K-pop, which is interesting, and then also just anime in general. And they did have some of the old Great Eastern Sonic plushes. So I was able to get Super Sonic here. You can see the tag. They had Silver. His tag as well. One thing I liked about these is that they all had their tags, which is nice for collecting purposes. They had Sonic here with a slightly different tag, but it is the Great Eastern tag. I think this is they're probably from different waves. That's probably what's happening here. And then Shadow as well. So I'm glad to have picked those up. I have a corner of the room over here that's just plush back that way. And so I just had to stuff them in there. What's left? I don't think there's a lot left. So I think my most recent acquisition would be the different fabrics from Joann Fabrics. We saw online that Joann Fabrics has certain licensed fabrics. And so I went to my local Joann Fabrics, and it is a small one. I live in kind of a touristy town, so a lot of the stores here, there are stores here, but they're kind of small versions, just, you know, to meet the needs of various tourists that come into town. And so I had to travel north a little bit to find an actual large Joann Fabrics, and they did have the different Sonic fabrics here. So I'll show you what I've got. So they have this fabric here. It's Modern Sonic, almost similar to the one on my shirt here, but it's obviously it's a different render. So they have this one. They have this one, which I like a lot. They have the modern heads with the rings. They have this red one here, which has looks like it's got Chaos Emeralds here, and there's, I think it's Sonic written in Japanese over here. So this one's nice. And then finally we have this one with the multi-characters on it. It's got Sonic, got Knuckles, Tails with an angry face, Shadow with his normal angry face, Amy, and Eggman there. So these are all really nice. So I got a yard each. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Probably didn't need a yard, but you know, it is what it is. And so I think that's... Oh, actually, there are two items here. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you were able to work out a deal at least. You know, something interesting about this silver actually is that when I bought this silver, I didn't realize that I already had one. And so when I got home, I was worried that I had gotten two of the same Shadow, but that's actually not the case. Let's see, you can see. Okay, there we go. The two Shadows are actually different. They're both from Great Eastern, but they're different waves. And you can just tell that the color palette on the mouth is way different, and one just is actually slightly taller than the other. They put a huge sticker on here, so I'm not sure which, but you can just tell by the tags themselves that they're from different waves. You can see that the GE logos are different. Let's see here. So you can see the GE logo here is the newer one versus the older GE logo here. They are available. The cloth is available. I got these just like 2 days ago. So yeah, when I went to my local Joann Fabrics, they had an entire roll of them, and so they were on sale. They were 25% off, and the price was per yard. So I went ahead and got a yard. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do with it, but I'd rather not make that trip again, so I just grabbed a yard and left. Okay, so put those there. Okay, so for Christmas, my parents actually got me 2 Sonic hoodies, My parents know better than to try to get me Sonic merchandise, or at least they should, because it's impossible for them to know what I have and what I don't have. And so they went on to some, I guess, third-party manufacturer's website, and they just got me some non-licensed hoodies here. They actually finally came in the mail. It took them 2 months to get in the mail. You can tell they're not licensed based on the art, but I'll show them off anyway. This is kind of a weird, kind of dark-looking Sonic here. I'm not sure for which occasion I'd wear this to. Maybe if I was trying to scare someone, but it does function as a hoodie. So, and it's pretty thin too, so I probably won't, melt too bad in here. The second one's actually not too bad. Features Shadow. Let me see. Turn this around. Here we go. Features Shadow the Hedgehog here. Some of his iconic art. And so this one's not too bad. It's really flashy, really busy, but it's something. Alright, so that's what I have in terms of, Halloween. That's what I was thinking, actually. So that's all I have in the way of new items. Alright, and then that's all I have for you guys today. Be sure to follow the stream. I'm Perfect Chaos 007 on Twitch and Perfect Chaos 007 on YouTube. Be sure to leave a comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Tell me what you like, what you want to see. If you're on Twitch, be sure to follow the stream. That way you know when I'm going live. And I will see you guys next time.